we are live here at our studio for YouTube. And today we have, come say hi, Fidelia. We have our intern for our office, and we have Tanya here. Stephanie's working. And it's our time to share food for thought. But where are we at with the numbers?
Let's look. Have you checked your? I haven't checked.
I haven't checked. Sorry, guys, because we've been busy over here. But you know what? I said I'm going to be on the
You're
YouTube.
at 438. So are we at the same number? I don't know.
Let's see. What we were last week.
100,000, right?
Yeah. We have a goal of 100,000 for the year, and we are almost...
Okay. No, you're at 99,562.
There we go. All right. We'll take
there.
a picture with our thumbnail. Okay. So today I want to share something so exciting. So I talked to my coach. Like I told you guys, I was going to talk to my coach for psychocybernetics. And today's takeaway was this. When you write your affirmations, remember, this is all things manifestation, all things creating, right? One thing he said is, I'm going to, when you write your words, don't say, I am a millionaire now, because that contradicts who you are. Because if you're not there yet and you're here, right? We're all here right now. But if you say, I am a millionaire and you're not, you're going to really create anxiety and frustration. And you're going to have all this anxiety because you're not even there yet. And you don't even have that $1 million and you're telling yourself something that's not true. Okay. Does that make sense?
It does.
Okay, Fidelia, get over here if you want. Okay, so a tip that he said, remember, I'm going to be teaching you guys everything. Okay, hi, Mia. We have Mia on our live. Thank you, Mia. So something that I'm going to teach you guys that's going to go amazing is going into the dark room, okay? What's that dark room that we have? It's that place that we feel frustration, anger, you feel stuck, right? It's like that dark room. But back in the day, they used to, when you were a photographer and you took a picture, you would go into your dark room. And then what were they called, Tanya?
Ooh, the film.
The negatives.
Yes.
You would get the negatives, right? So imagine you go in your room in your mind, because it's a camera here. And then you go in that dark room and you got to get the what?
The negatives.
The negatives. You get the negatives and you see all that stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you take the negative and then you go in the light and it becomes what?
The picture.
Yes. So it's like we're in that dark room. We see all the negative stuff, right? It's like I'm angry. I'm not where I want to be. The numbers, the money, the client, the relationship. I feel angry. I'm frustrated, right? In that dark space, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you see all the negatives in your life, right? But then what do we do when you turn on the light? You see the picture of what you want to create. So today, when I was on my training with Matt, he says it's something called positive pressure. Okay. So the positive pressure, it's like the good that you want to come out of, right? So you're in a situation and you're in a fight or flight and you're in so much pressure, but you get it done, right? You just have to get it done. And you've seen people like that. You've seen people in your life when you're going through something, right? So this whole thing that I'm going to do with Matt, is we're going to be training on the visualization of the mind and how to bring that picture into reality. Okay. So I love vision boards. I've always been a fan of vision boards because it's like you get the image, right? It's like the picture. Do I have any pictures here? Okay. I have a cool picture here, which actually is really crazy because I was thinking about this. So I have this picture, right? It's like this beautiful cabin with snow. And there's this place in Colorado that my husband likes to go to, and it looks like that, right? And it's like, okay, so you get the picture of what you want in the vision board, right? Okay, I want to get a cabin in the snow and it's so pretty. I want to take my kids there, right? But then here's the secret. You go in the picture. Now you put your feet in the snow and you feel the wind blowing. You feel your big fluffy jacket, your hot chocolate. You taste it and you feel it, right? So now where am I? Am I in the picture?
Mm-hmm.
Correct. So then you tap in yourself into the picture and you feel it, because we've all felt cold, right? We know what a cold feels like. We know that breeze. We know that feeling, right? So it's the same thing. So when you feel the negative and all the drama and everything, it's so real. So you're actually projecting pictures in your life. Get it? You're not projecting feelings. You're already seeing worst case scenario. Because that's what they say. What are you imagining? So in Spanish, it's like, ¿qué te imaginas? What is that word? Imagine. It's image. Imagine. Image in mind. So you're seeing that picture, and now you fuel it with like anxiety and stress. So now you give it life.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this is so powerful because this is how we change our lives. And it's like he said earlier, it's like, it's not the mental pictures. Sorry, it's not the self-talk. Oh, I want to be in the mountains. I want to be at the cabin. It's what I see.
The image.
The image
In your mind.
And then I get in there and I create a feeling. So the image in your mind is what you get. So when you have vision boards, it's great because they remind you, but are you in that image? No, because it's away from you. So my thing is that I'm doing as a, self-concept visualization coach. I love all this stuff, right? The science of the mind. But how do I help my clients? How do I help you? How do I help myself? How do I help the team? We see the image and we step in it. Okay, so it's like far away. You see that? So it's going to be resistance trying to get it, right? It's going to take time. But instead, we go in the picture and we feel it and it comes closer. Because remember, your subconscious can't tell what's real or fake.
Correct.
So it's like when you're a kid, you imagine you're in a place, you can imagine the peace and the calm, right? But what gets us out of there? It's the opposite image. So then you're seeing the other image that you don't want, and then you give it life. Oh, that happened. Oh my God. And then this is going to happen. And then this is going to happen. And then, like, God dang, it's already happening. And you didn't even know. And you give it life. And then you talk to people. And they're like, oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. And you're like, oh my God. And then you're like this. And you're like, I can't be. Oh my God. Just stop. Right? Just stop. Take a moment. And breathe. And then, like, go to the other way. Right? So, like, what would you want? Right? So, how do you see yourself? Like, right? People say, how do you see yourself? But you don't even know what you want because you don't even have that image.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, how could I know what I want if I don't even know who I am? What do I want to create, right? Because everything that we feel comes out, right? So, I mean, I'm just so excited because I said yes to this opportunity. I literally was crying because I want this so bad. But there's so many things in life that even building this channel, building this, it has to come from a good place. And I'm going to do it. I'm not going to stop. And even though I have resistance sometimes, I'm like, oh, I want it to be perfect. I want it to be this. If I follow that game plan, then I'm just going to push my YouTube away further.
Right. You're going to block yourself.
So if I'm like, okay, it's 3:30, 5 o'clock, we're going to do our video. We're going to step it up. And you know what? Whoever we impact by doing this, it's already changing me. But now I got to be consistent. Now I'm going to do my training because I'm going to give you guys my word. Okay, I'm giving my word to my people on my YouTube. This book right here, Psycho-Cybernetics, is my go-to. I will base my theory and my channel on this book, right? Because if I believe that I can share the message, I can share this. And it's actually really funny because Dr. Motz, when he did the surgery on the girl, I don't know if you guys read this book, but I'll share about the details about the book. So when he was a plastic surgeon and he didn't understand why some people would change and some people wouldn't change, right? When he did the surgery. So it was funny because we were watching a live little podcast right now and the girl was saying how, oh, well, looks don't matter. Oh, well, they do because she gets plastic surgery, but she's like, oh, well, your voice is what matters, right? But again, it's like she's not confident enough to say that because she's doing plastic surgery, which I'm not against plastic surgery. But what Dr. Motz couldn't figure out was when he did the surgery on the girl, and the girl's like, he's like, look, you look so beautiful. And she's like, I don't feel it. And he's like, I couldn't understand why she didn't feel it. He goes, because she didn't feel pretty. It's not that she didn't look pretty. What was the word?
She didn't feel.
So the feeling is what makes you beautiful. The feeling of I'm already in that house. I'm already in my career. I'm already in my place. It's the feeling, right? And so that's what this book takes place, right? So if I feel like a failure, am I going to make decisions as a winner?
No.
Why not?
Because you feel like a failure.
Exactly. I don't like the word stuck. Let's try not to use that word because it's like you're not stuck. You tell yourself you're stuck. But that's just a word. So now you imagine yourself being what?
Create that feeling
of being stuck, and you're not stuck, right? Even when things are stuck, you take them apart. You take out the air.
There's a way.
There's a way. So by us using those frameworks and like speaking that into like the visualization, you create this like thing in your mind where you're like literally stuck, right? So back to that key word today, he goes, without peace of mind or happiness, you have nothing. Okay, remember what I said. Without peace of mind, he's like, it's not the money. Okay, we work with billionaires. Okay, billionaires, people that are $1 billion clients. I have clients that are multimillionaires. Okay, and money now to me is a tool, right? Like you have it, you invest, you do certain things with it, right? Okay. So at the end of the day, if you have a house that's huge and you have no love in there, are you rich?
No,
Why not?
because you're. I mean, yeah, you have your house, but at the end of the day, you're alone.
Correct. So it's like when you say, oh, that place feels so loving, and you can go somewhere and they're like, oh, it just feels so much love here, right? And it might be like a shack, but then you go to a house that's beautiful and big and it feels empty because there's no heart.
Absolutely.
Your heart is your feeling, and you cannot buy that, people. You can't buy heart, okay? That's why people love Kobe Bryant. People look up to these people that have heart because they put in the time, they put in the hard work. But that's that one thing that people want is heart, okay? Remember that. So without peace of mind, you have nothing. You don't have happiness. People are looking for happiness. When I have the yacht, when I have this, when I have that, when I have this, I will feel what?
Happy.
Why can't you feel happy now?
Right?
You can. It's a choice. It's a decision. Again, it's an image.
Right.
But society has built this thing that a thing will make me happy. A thing is going to make me happy. But when you get the thing and it makes you happy, what happens?
It's only temporary.
Okay. So now you can't depend your happiness on what? The thing. Because you're never going to fulfill your life. So that's why when I did my other video, which I'm going to do a video right now about the manifestation loop, it's an addiction, right? Because we can be all manifestors, we're all creators, we all make things happen. But if we're not present here, breathing, taking that time to create that, then we're going to be chasing the feeling. Because that's what we're chasing. You're chasing the feeling. Like people get addicted to love, right? Like, oh, it feels so good. Yeah, because you're not talking about the bills. You're not talking about the real life issues, right? You're in honeymoon stage. Everything's perfect and cherry and everything's amazing, okay? When you first meet your soulmate. Okay? You're not thinking who's going to take out the trash, who's going to do this, who's going to do that.
No, you're not.
You're not thinking of the kitchen. I came home and the kitchen has a stain right there. Why did you do that? Or okay, people, let me tell you something. It's called the 3-month stage. It's called the honeymoon stage. Okay?
Yep.
You're blind. That feels good. I love that feeling too. But guess what? It goes away. So what am I going to leave the man after 3 months and go find another one so I can feel that high and be like, oh, I feel so good. And you guys know I'm not going to get into PG, R-rated conversations. Everything's amazing. Okay. We'll talk about that later in the videos. But everything's amazing, right? And it happens to all of us, both men and women. You know, when we have that high, we're excited. We look our best. We want to be perfect. You want to smell good. You want to look good. You work out. You don't even want to eat because you're in love. Like, how dare you eat some hot Cheetos, right? You're not going to be eating hot Cheetos. And like,
or that when you don't want to eat them from.
Yeah, you don't want to.
You don't want to have that cilantro or something else in there too.
You don't want to let none go, you know. And then next thing you know, you're married to them and they're freaking farting in your face. Are you serious? Like, are you serious? You disgusting person, right? And then it's like, where's all the roses and rainbows and unicorns? They go away, people. They go away. Again, but then is that the feeling? Or do you feel the feeling of love, right? It's like the feeling of like love is like, you know what? We're going through things. You know, even like I was listening to a love song last time and I was like, oh, I thought of my husband. I was like, oh, this is such a beautiful song that I dedicate to him because it's so beautiful, right? And I cried and I was like, wow, what a good feeling. Mm-hmm. So can you create those feelings with your partner?
Absolutely.
If you decide to. But then life happens and we go into this cycle of like, again, manifestation loop. So hopefully that makes sense. Can't wait to share. I have to sign my contract. I'm going to sign it. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm so excited. I know this is going to change so many people because you cannot change the outside without changing the inside. And it's easier said than done.
Definitely.
Okay. I've read books. I've read many books. I've listened to lessons, workshops with some of the top people. I mean, I'm an NLP practitioner with Tony Robbins, so many amazing people. I mean, I'm not lying because I have this thing right here, okay? This is for Tony Robbins signed that for me. At the end of the day, It's up to you to do it. It's
Yes.
just like I have a trainer. I have a personal trainer. I don't care. I train with the best world trainer in the world. Her name is Iris Kyle. She's my personal trainer. She's 10-time Miss Olympia. Better than Arnold. Better than any trainer in the world. Look her up. Can she do my workouts?
No.
Okay. Can she do my diet?
Nope.
Okay then.
It's up to you.
It's up to
You have to be
you.
accountable.
So when you make the decision, I make the decision, she makes a decision, she makes a decision to change their life. It's not easy, but you make the choice and you start conscious awareness and you're just like, okay, I want to make a change. Okay, perfect. I'm ready. And you're going to self-sabotage yourself, by the way. So don't be hard on yourself. Please don't be hard on yourself. That's it. I'm just so excited for this new journey. And I feel really good that I have like a game plan. I have a vision. Because if you don't have a vision and you're trying to do things out of like ego, yes, you can succeed. But I want to be happy. I want to be healthy. I want to be a woman that truly helps other women. And men, I help everybody. But that's my vision. So I'm just putting it out there. I'm starting the journey.
You've already put it out there and you've already succeeded and you've already done it. That's why if you look back here, ladies and gentlemen, that's why she is Dr. Sonia. Okay.
Yes.
And it's because you've already stepped into it.
Yes.
You truly have, and you have helped so many people in so many different ways.
Mm-hmm.
So you're already there. It's just,
we have to do the work though. So just as me sharing this channel with you guys, and the reason I brought that up is because I see a lot of people go through like YouTube channels, want the guru to help them. Let me tell you something. It's you. You have to be the change. You need to do the work, and it's going to take time. Okay. Nothing's instant because you didn't get there instantly. Okay. Even have baby takes 9 months.
that's right.
Okay. So don't be like, oh, instant this. No, it ain't instant, boo. It takes time. Okay. That's my message of the day. It takes time. We're going to share everything. I can't wait. I'm so excited. Mark my words. Today is a new day that I'm launching full forward. And it's just amazing to have a good, clear vision of the change that I want to do to help you guys visualize an amazing, successful life as well. All right. Thank you guys for the live. We'll do our little thumbnail.
There you go.
Shout out to Fidelia, our intern.
I know.
We got her.
She's had an amazing first day, right, Fidelia?
Yeah,
today?
first day.
How exciting,
How was your first day at the office?
Very informative. I learned a lot of stuff today, actually.
There you go. All right, future CPA. All right, guys. So here we are, empowering one day at a time. All right, guys. Thank you. See you mañana.